What's happening, y'all? Um, I know it's been a few days since I've been on stream. Was busy hanging out with a couple friends. Nah, no excuses for real. Just stuff going on right here before Christmas and my birthday, all that. Um, but we are back. I got a meeting that I'm 2 minutes late for. It's with Jeff from the Entrepreneur Source. And, y'all saw me talk to him. Uh, a few days ago when I was on stream, and we're gonna be talking about, basically me transitioning from the 9 to 5 to becoming a franchise owner. Kind of what steps I need to take to do that. So I'm about to hop in the meeting right now. Like I said, I'm already a couple minutes late. So give me 1 second. I have to switch my chair around too, so I can get the sun instead of having it to my back. It can be in front of my face. But the charger, my power source is over here, so that's why I got the sun in my back for now until I charge this thing up a little bit more. And I'll share my screen in a second.
Hey, Miles.
Hey Jeff, sorry I'm late.
That's okay. How are you?
I'm doing well, doing well. How are you?
Good. I'm doing good. So you all set for the holidays?
It says I'm gonna be. you know,
Yeah, that's what I'm telling people too.
yeah. I feel like I still got a couple of not a couple. I got one more gift to get. Um, but yeah, then I think I'll be set. And
Amazon is your friend.
yeah,
I'm just saying.
yeah, Amazon for sure. I gotta, I'm gonna have to get on that.
Okay, so I noticed. Have you had a chance to look at the portal that I sent you the email for? Did you get that email?
Um, I have not had a chance to look at the portal just yet.
Did you get the
Um,
email?
I am checking right now. I could have
Okay.
sworn I did. I think I did. Let me check.
Okay. Yeah, I've noticed no activity, so that's okay. I'm not here to scold you. Uh, by the way, good to see you in person. But
Likewise.
so we were going to
Likewise.
talk about two of the questionnaires that should be available in the portal to you. Now, since we were on the phone for our first call, it's kind of hard to kind of give you a little bit of a tour.
Hmm.
Uh, but I can do that now if you'd like.
Yeah, yeah. If we could do that, that.
And then we'll. All right. So I'm going to share my screen,
Okay.
and and we'll just talk about the tiles that are open to you right now. Hold
Okay.
on a second. Okay, can you see that?
I can.
Okay, that should be what your portal looks like, right?
Okay.
Are you in it now? You don't have to be, but I can just kind of show you what to expect.
Well, yeah, I was
Okay,
gonna go to it, but since you said you're gonna show your screen, that's why.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
fine. Yeah, that's fine. So the first tile here that I'm enlarging here for you, that is the tile that is the link to the disk profile that I mentioned to you in our first meeting. That's the first questionnaire. It'll probably take you 15, 20 minutes to complete it.
Okay.
Um, and then we'll go over that in the whatever we schedule our next meeting.
Okay.
Next one. Um, this is the U 2.0 questionnaire essentially. Um, This is the shorter one that I talked to you about. This will probably take you 5 minutes. Let's
Okay.
click on this one, and, again, and then over here, let's see if I can actually open this tile. Yeah. So basically what you're going to do is, and let's see, how do they do that? This is, and since this portal's still kind of new to me, I'm still learning things about it.
Sure. Yeah.
So you can download a preview of your maybe this is the place. Let's see. No. So, I mean, there'll be an opportunity for you to provide your name and address in another questionnaire, but I'm thinking that this should allow you to do that. Hold on a second. I'm sure what's going on here. All right. Well, it's not top priority, but maybe just learn more. Hold on a second. Let me see what that does. Same thing. Where does it provide a place for you to add your name and address? I'm gonna need to research that and get back to you.
Okay.
But it's not. I mean, again, you'll have an opportunity to do that at some point. So that's just going to affect the timing when I send you the book.
Okay. But yeah,
The book is called Your Career Revolution. It's a gift from me, and it goes into a little bit of more detail about what we're talking about, the exploration, and the various things that could be involved in exploring business ownership. Things to look forward to, things to be aware of, things like that. It's a short read first of all, but it's a pretty good one too.
Okay.
So stay tuned for that. In the meantime, I'm gonna research, and if I get more information about providing your email or your home address, then I will send you an email.
Okay. That
all right.
sounds
So
good.
is that pretty clear?
Yeah. I'll go ahead and take care of those today. The discover what makes you unique, and then the
Yeah.
You 2.0.
Perfect.
And yeah.
Okay, so then with that, and I know the holidays are upon us. So what is your? I'm going to be kind of out of pocket the remainder of this week, obviously for the holiday, and then
Yep.
Are you available at all next week?
So next week, I'm available after. Not really. It's pretty tough next week, but probably I'll say because I think that's the week of the 29th, I think.
Yes.
The week of the 29th. Okay, so I can't do the 29th or the 30th. Yeah, it's not gonna work next week.
Okay. All right. Hold on. I kind of figured that, and I'm sort of braced for that during this time of year.
Yeah. You know how it is. Like you said, it's tough this time of year. It's a lot going on.
Yeah.
Like I have my birthday after Christmas too. So
what about? I do too.
Oh, you do too?
Yeah, my birthday's on the 29th.
Oh wow.
When's yours?
The 26th.
Okay. Well, happy birthday and Merry Christmas.
Likewise.
What about the 2nd? Would Friday the 2nd work for you at all?
Friday the 2nd. That should be good.
Really?
Usually by the.
All right. How about if we schedule for? Well, we could actually do the same time if you'd like.
Okay. Friday the 2nd at 11 a.m. Eastern.
11 a.m.
Okay. I think it'd be 10 a.m. your time, like you said. So yeah, that's fine. That works.
Okay, Miles. All right, and then we'll talk about the 2 questionnaires. Any questions that have come to mind in the time since we last spoke. While we're on the call now, do you have any questions?
No, not right now. I think I'm sure I'll have.
Great to see you, and I'll let you go. And I have a January 2nd.
Same to you. Happy holidays. Happy New Year.
All right. Take care. Bye-bye.
Right, take care. I forgot all about those questionnaires. So he's, like y'all just saw, man. I got a couple questionnaires to do. I just genuinely forgot about it. Um, these last few days doing all this Christmas run around, Christmas shopping, whatever, all that stuff, trying to get prepared for Christmas and birthday. Uh, Same thing for you know, like I said, the friends I've been, a couple friends I've been shopping for, whatever, family and friends I've been shopping for. Anyway, um, let me do those. I'll do those in just a second. I'm all bloated because we ate crazy over the weekend. So I be getting bloated now when I eat. When I eat like anything that's not low fat. So when I eat, I have a cheat day. I basically be having cheat weekends on my diet. But when I eat a certain way, when I eat foods that aren't low high protein, low fat, or just anything that's high fat, like a high fat meal, right? Fried food or whatever. That's when I get a little. Uh, that's when I get pretty bloated. Send a couple texts real quick. got. I don't even know where to start, man. Um, so some update. So with the job search, um, we got interviews, or we got. So one of my friends, um, has talked to another one of my friends who works at a company. Um, she works in HR. She might be able to get me through the door of her company. So that's in the works right now. Um, y'all know, like if y'all don't know, put y'all on now. Let me tell you just right now, like when you're trying to when you're black and you're trying to work in corporate and you're trying to get like a quote unquote like good job, a lot of times it's gonna require networking, man. Like you're gonna have to know somebody already working at the company and that type of thing. They're gonna have to be the ones to get you through the door. You know what I mean? And that's kind of what I'm trying to do now, with 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 my two friends. So try to get through the door at her company. Um, yeah, because when you're going through the application process, yeah, you know what I'm saying. You can send in an application. You can do the thing that 9 out of 10 people do, which is send in as many applications as they can every day, sending 100 applications every day across however many companies, and it's a crapshoot, right? Like it's a lose. It's kind of like a loser's direction, like kind of what a loser would do. Just send in as many applications as you can. Um, it can work, but in general, when you do that, you're not going to get what you want. You're just going to get what you can. So, um, if you want to get what you want, a lot of times that's going to require networking, especially when you're black. Hold on, let me see who that is. What am I talking about? No, I don't. I do not need to see who that is. I don't know why I even fuck. Like I don't care who it is. Matter of fact, I think I know who it is. But anyway, um, so yeah, man, like that's what we got going on. We got a network. If she can get me through the door of that company, it's much more likely that I'll be able to get the salary I want. Right? You see what I'm saying? I'll get compensated the way I want. I'll probably be able to, you know, be located where I want. Right? If she does what I'm saying, what I'm trying to, what I'm, oh, okay, it's what do you call them? I forget what do you call it? I don't know if y'all see them in the background. Like yard, what do you call them? The people that do the yard, um, treating the yard, whatever. Okay, anyway. So like I'll probably be able to, negotiate my compensation better. Like I'll probably get compensated the way I want to be compensated. I'll be able to be located where I want to be located. Um, she's probably gonna fit me into a job because I think she has a few openings at her job. Um, I'm reading a message. What's this dude talking about? He's saying he already updated the design. We'll get to that in a second. Anyway, like, you know what I mean? A lot of times you don't. The only way to get what you want, right? Because if you black, let me just tell y'all straight up. When you black, you have to be 10 times better than the white people that don't look like me. I gotta be 10 times better on paper, right? My resume, where LinkedIn, all of that, my background, where I went to school, all these things got to be 10 times better than the next person, right? For me to even really be considered for the damn role, like I gotta be, what I'm saying, I gotta be on point. So And even then, a lot of times, I'm not gonna get that job. If I'm networking, the chances are a lot greater that I'm gonna get, like, again, the quote unquote good job. Like, I'm gonna have a better chance of getting the job I want. So that's what we're trying to do here. You already know, man. We're gonna have this job, man, for stability purposes, and to be I call it being overcompensated. Um, y'all already know what type of compensation we're looking for and what we're trying to do, right? And then again, my goal is to be overcompensated so I can invest that excess cash, that excess income into some of these other ventures I want to pursue, right? Some of these other businesses and things like that. So, but again, I have direction, I have guidance, I know what I need to do, and we're trying to do it, right? And I know the steps that need to be taken. The first step, as we talked about before, is just finding that job that's going to pay me, a lot more than I've ever been paid before. Um, so again, I'll be able to invest that I call it excess income into these other ventures I want to pursue, right? Because I'm gonna be limited on time, but I'm gonna have excess income. I'm not gonna be as limited when it comes to money. So investing that money into this business or this business is kind of how that's what we're trying to do here. But it starts with the cushy job. You know what I'm saying? Fortunately or unfortunately. So that's where we are, man. With that, I gotta send her my resume and all that stuff today. Um, I'm trying to see if I need to. I guess I'll just ask her, but do we need to make some updates to it? We've been, what I'm saying? Like, if there's something that I need to do to the resume, like some type of change I need to make to like tailor it for the job that I'm gonna be applying for or whatever. I don't know, but I'm sure she'll tell me. Anyway, that's what we're doing with the job search stuff. With the website agency, we are still in the design phase. Unfortunately, man, it's kind of crazy. We're still designing the client's website. You know, that y'all been seeing. Um, we've been going back and forth a lot on the design. He's been asking for this change or that change, whatever, and it's just taking the design is taking longer than we expected. But I mean, that's just it, man. Okay, so right, let me share my screen real quick and see if he did what he said he was gonna do, or did what he says he did. So, all right, so about this here. This screen right here, it looks like this is exactly how it looked before. I don't know why he still has it here. Ask questions. So clearly he didn't understand what I told him up here, right? What I was saying up here, because he just delivered the same shit, right? It looks like he changed nothing on on this screen right here. So I don't know, like, bro, ask questions, man. If you don't know what the fuck you're doing, then ask questions, right? Like, I don't know what to tell you. Jeff, you I was just talking to, just sent me an email. Hold on. Let me respond now. Hold on. Let me see what this dude's talking about. So the lawyer are providing address for the address form appear when you click on the tile in the portal. Okay, so let me click on the tile in the portal. Hold on. See what you're talking about. Denari search for Jeff Baker. I know I'm showing y'all username and password. It don't matter, bro. We just, yeah, it don't matter. All y'all gonna be able to take is my, and then nothing, ain't nothing here to take. Remember me, it's fine. Okay, yeah, I see it. I see the shipping address. So I'll take a screenshot. Thanks, Jeff. Let's find the shipping address. Thanks. Do it again. Why does it not want to? Oh, probably I need to. I'm running out of storage or whatever. That's whatever it is. Uh, let's try this one more time. Yep. So I was out of storage or what have you. Alright, so now I am going to do these questionnaires that he said, that he mentioned in the call. So this one and this one. And get the book shipped as well. So we can have all that behind us. Come over here, get the sunlight in my face. And I'll go through these questionnaires. Let's see what we got. Let's see, change my password a little later on. Start the assessment. It's gonna take like 15 minutes, something like that. Somewhere from most rank these, most like my behavior to least like my behavior. Start from the top. Okay. Definitely that. Definitely that. Then definitely. I guess yeah, I'm gonna do. Is it satisfied? I mean, yeah, maybe like that. Yeah, that's probably that one. Um, Careful, calculating, and then supportive, bold, daring. I don't know. These are some weird questions. Yeah, I don't know. I go with this. Most likely to least like you. Oh, hold on, I'm looking at it one more time. Yeah, that's fine. I don't know. Okay, same thing. I don't really know how to answer a lot of these questions. Um, most likely obedient will do as told. Yeah, right. Okay. Um, these are kind of interchangeable. These could be two or three. I don't know. Um, I don't know. I don't feel like I'm a mean person, or whatever, but I'm not like super warm and friendly like some people I know. So I guess I'll go with this. Uh, something like that. Harmonious. I guess I'll go with that. Mm, easily taken advantage of. What? No. Easily taken advantage of? No. That's probably at least like me. Fearful, afraid. No. Life of the party? No, either, but this one weird. A great child takes action. Okay. Yeah, I guess one, two, three, four. Um, I have no idea, bro. Resigned, gives in. What? Like, bro, what are these questions like? Are these traits captivating, kind, willing to give or help? I don't know what give like give. I don't know, bro. These are weird. Uh, something like that, I guess. Like this. Knowledge there. These questions are weird. finish that, and now let me do. Circle. Okay. Um. Actually, I'll just say. Should these worry me? How long will I be employable? Will I be what did I click? What is it again? Can I afford to wait to take control? All these are. All these are important. Goal number one. And plug this guy back in. Top 3 strength. High degree of integrity. Possibilities focus. I mean, my goals are the same. I don't know why they keep asking me about my goals. He said it's gonna take like 5 minutes. It take like 15 minutes itself. All right, I think that's it. And then I need to put my address in. So let me stop sharing my screen. Yeah, that would be real dumb to just dox myself right now. So we gotta stop sharing the screen. And yeah, yeah. All right, so then let me do this. Oh, hold on. That's the portal. All right, so. Alright, cool. So I did all that all stuff I had to do for the entrepreneur's source. Oh man, oh man, oh man. Bro, people is funny, bro. Everybody got jokes and shit. Um, I don't know. I mean, so, oh yeah, I need to check on the Fiverr guy. Hold on, my designer. Alright. I know I'm not sharing my screen, but I'm just trying to get. I forgot I was on stream with y'all. Damn. All right. So I was just doing. Let me share my screen. So we got. So these are the updates that the client just sent me. They want to make updates to the checkout confirmation page. They want to change some text. They want to remove. It says view more players. They want to remove that. They want to make some changes to, um, the player profile page. Video needs to be cropped for vertical. Remove these buttons here that says basic package and premium package, and then the home page they want to change some text around. Okay, and so I basically just copied and pasted that in a different doc and shared that with my designer. Okay, and that's it. You know what I mean? So we should, when he makes these changes, we should be in pretty good shape, and we'll be able to take it from there. Bro, what the fuck I be watching? Bro, it's be like TikTok. I don't want to talk about it, bro. TikTok, some people just be doing too much, man. There's just too much going on with TikTok sometimes. Let me see what this looks like as a PDF. And then let me respond in on this Google Doc. Mm. All right. Copy. What else? And then we'll do. So, what other? Yeah. Sorry, back to yeah, copy. Oops, copy that. I'm just going through his notes here and responding to these updates that he wants to make to the design, right? All of them make they all make sense. They're not too anything too crazy. Ah, shit, I'm making it in the wrong. Damn. All right. Let me see. again, man, we're really trying to bring this project home for him, man. Trying to bring this project home because um, I plan to work with Gerald. I think him and I be able to work together in the future, right? So we trying to make sure we get this site right, um, so that him and I can work together in the future. I think that the way I envision it right now, he'll probably, we complete, we finish this site for him. In the future, he'll probably, you know, send some uh, high school or college athletes my way, right? Athletes that I can work with for on NIL deals or what have you. You know what I'm saying? Because he's working directly with them today, right? He's creating their highlights and all that stuff, today, and he knows some of these players personally. So again, we get this website done. It's the way he envisioned it and everything like that. He's more likely to send some of those high school, college players my way. For me to work with them kind of more on the business side of things. So that's what we're trying to do, and that's what this is all about, man. Trying to create a long term business relationship. But I guess that's it. All right, and then I'm actually going. Yes. And download this again. Bro, why is it taking forever to download this shit, man? We ain't trying to have this. We ain't trying to have this shit download all day. It's taking forever to download. It's taking forever in the day right now. Like, bro, this is a PDF. Like, convert it to a PDF, and I'm gonna attach. Why? Are we gonna be able to attach it this time? Is it done? No, it's still not done. All right, let's see. Now let's try it again. I'm trying to get this done so I don't, if I don't get the whole thing done now, I'm not gonna finish it. Yeah, it's right here. All right, bet. So we got that sent. With the sports agency, updating the sports agency stuff, I still haven't sent my guy the the Instagram profiles. We need to do that today, man. Um, but even more important than that is getting this resume updated and sent to my friend for this job. Um, I'm telling you, man, like everything I'm trying to do is I got the direction. I know what needs to happen. I just gotta just follow the steps. Like, what I'm saying? Just gotta just do it. Um, and we'll be, what I'm saying? We'll be good. We'll be straight. Um, that's it. Uh, but that's where we are with the sports agency. Kind of still in the same spot. We need to send, those like I said, those Instagram profiles to him. Um, and yeah, website agency. Y'all see, what's on the screen now, right? We've been, we just sent these changes that my designer needs to make. Once he makes these changes, we should be able to move forward development. Um, and then, that's where we are at the website agency. Um, and yeah, and like I said, we already talked about kind of where we are with the job search. I'll apply for some more jobs today. Probably later today though. I need to go do get some things done and do a little more Christmas shopping, all that kind of stuff. Um, gotta go do Uber, whatever, to make a few more bucks, so I can do the Christmas shopping. And then then we should be. That's basically the rest of my day. Um, so yeah, man. So again, send him the Instagram profiles, update my resume, and send that to my friend, and then I already did what I need to do with the website agency just now. Let me text him back and let him know that even though he could already see in the Google Doc that I went in and started looking at it. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. With the job thing though, I mean, I know I kind of talked about it a little earlier, man, but I almost feel like it's damn near a waste of time, basically a waste of time to just apply to as many jobs as possible. So that's why y'all haven't really been seeing me do that. Um, and that's why I'm trying to lean into the networking, more than anything else. Also, this other thing I gotta do. I just haven't had the money, honestly. But I want to get some VAs, some virtual assistants to send connection invites and um, apply for a lot of these jobs for me, basically. While I am preparing for the actual job interviews, having the job interviews, networking with friends, meeting with, you know, some of my colleagues and people, that are other Morehouse alumnus and things like that. Um, you know, building some skills, right? So going through and doing any like online courses I can do to improve my sales skills. I want to do all those things, what I'm saying, while I have some VAs doing like the more, trivial tasks, like again, sending the connection invites and applying to jobs, you know, on my behalf, while I do things that I consider to be a little bit more important, a little bit more high value things, um, that can lead to like a greater, return on investment. So, um, yeah. So while I do that shit, I want them to do the trivial task. So that's something else I need to do. But again, I haven't really put that in motion because I haven't really had the money to get the VAs on top of that. But yeah, that's another thing I have to do. But I'm not gonna ramble. I think, you know, for this time of year, I'm basically gonna take. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna stream. I'm gonna stream it too, but basically gonna take the rest of the year to just like plan. Honestly, bro, for 2026. Um, there's a lot of things I'm trying to do in 2026. I think more than I ever have in the past. I have a strong vision, and for not it's not just about having the vision. Like I know what I want to do in 2026. Um, it's like I know what I want to do for 2026, but unlike any other year, unlike any other year in the past, like I've always had the vision. Oh, what I want my life to look like, or what I want to achieve this year. I've always done that. Everybody does that, right? Like that's not unique. What is unique is unlike any other year in the past, I know exactly what steps I need to take to get there. You know what I'm saying? Like I actually know what I need to do, and like I've been telling y'all all along, man, step number one is finding one, more than likely two jobs, right? That I'm gonna be working, like, typical corporate jobs or whatever. They need to be fully remote and they need to be paying really well so that I can, they need to be fully remote so I'm able to work the two jobs. Um, and they need to be, both of them need to be compensating me really, really well so I can be what I consider to be overcompensated, right? I'm be making a lot more money than I ever have, like multiples more. Um, and, and invest that excess income, into, um, some of the ventures I want to pursue, right? We're not talking about a few $1,000s a month it's not gonna cut it, right? Like an extra few $1,000s a month. Like I feel like that's why, and that's not the only reason why, but I feel like that's a big reason why the average person is never able to job they're working isn't typically paying them enough to invest in a side hustle or invest in a venture outside of their 9 to 5, right? You know what I'm saying? Like if you're making like the average salary, right? And obviously I'm trying to make a lot and have made a lot more than this, but the average like salary in the U.S. is like $50,000. It might be a little higher now, but like a couple years ago, the average salary was like $50,000. Bro, if you're making $50,000 a year, you don't have it. You don't have nothing. You don't have enough money to pursue uh uh in anything outside of your 9 to 5, right? You don't have excess cash, right? That's like $4 or $5,000 a month. Like all that money is you just need that to live. You know what I'm saying? Here in America, right? So you, but if you're making, you know, four times, three, 4 times that, right? 15 to $20,000 a month, you can probably make some shit happen. You can make something shake, right? That's what we're trying to do. If I have two jobs, each of them paying me 5 figures a month, right? So I'm trying to be making 20,000, north of $20,000 a month from those two jobs, right? Should be able to live on a fourth of that, really, okay? And the other $15,000 or more, we should be investing in buying a business, right? Or become part owner of some business, right? It doesn't have to be a big business. I'm talking about small businesses, right? Become either buy a small business, small, really small, like the business is making similar to like what I make, what I would be making from my job, something like that. Okay, maybe the business is making 25K or 30K a month or whatever. You can typically buy a business like that for a few $100,000 on Flippa, right? Go to flippa.com. You can find plenty of businesses making multiple 5 figures a month that you can buy for a few $100,000. And we're not talking about just any business. These are like online businesses. So e-commerce store. So think e-commerce store, Amazon store, whatever, stuff like that. Something that is e-commerce, fully online. You can hire somebody overseas to run the whole business. Okay. So my goal is to, again, get one, maybe probably again to do what I'm really trying to do, two jobs, right? Not one, but two jobs that are paying me north of 5 figures a month. I'm taking home, I'm just gonna say $20,000, right? Yeah, I really want it to be more than that, but combining those two incomes, about $20,000 a month at least, and then um, taking the living off of a fourth of that, right? And then investing that $15,000 a month into either buying a business outright or finding a mentor that has built one of those multiple 5 figure businesses, right? They're not hard to find. As I've told y'all before, I know where to find some of those guys, right? Go find somebody who has built a small business and pay them, right, to do the same thing for you, right? I'm pay them to do the same thing for me, bro. If I got an excess of $15,000 a month, You think they wouldn't be happy to be paid a fraction of that, portion of that, just to help me start the same business that they've already started and scaled? You see what I'm saying? Like that, they'd be like, oh yeah, okay, sure, yeah, I wouldn't mind getting paid 5,000, maybe up to $10,000 a month to just to scale a small business for you, right? They'd be glad to get that money, right? That's what I'm saying. Money talks, right? And it takes money to make money, right? You know, y'all, some of y'all will be familiar with that expression. It takes money to make money, and that's how we're moving right now with this. So, anyway, man, that's what this is about, right? To what do you call it? Like I don't have the savings or whatever to just buy a business outright. So I had to get like a business. I mean, I had to get a business loan. But I'm saying, if I'm making north of $20,000 a month, it shouldn't. It's the other thing, bro. This is all calculated, right? If I'm making north of $20,000 a month and I don't have the savings, which it shouldn't be making north of 20,000, however much money, 6 figures, multiple 6 figures, whatever. Shouldn't be too hard to get a business loan to buy the business, right? To buy that business on flipper.com that's making 25K a month, 25K a month, whatever, in profit, right? So I use a business loan to buy that business, right? All of a sudden, I got this business that's making 20K a month in profit, where I hire somebody overseas for $500 a month to run the whole business, and I'm still working my 2 jobs. I'm still making my 20K a month from my 2 jobs. All of a sudden, just like that, I'm making 40K a month. My cash flow has doubled, and I'm making 40K a month. And for half of that, I'm not doing anything, right? The VA over in India is running the whole business, right? That's what we're trying to do here, man. And then at that point, obviously, I'm in a position where I can just quit my 2 jobs. I probably would keep them for some time, for a little while. But in theory, right, we'd be at the point where I will have replaced the incomes with the business I bought. So in theory, I could go ahead and quit the 2 jobs, right? That's what we're trying to do, right? That's what we're trying to do. So anyway, man, um, we gotta make something shake, bro. We gotta make it happen. That's it for today, though, man. Pretty short stream today. Um, if I don't get out and start doing the shit I need to do, nothing else is gonna get done. Right? Your boy has done absolutely zero Christmas shopping for real. I was just talking shit with Jeff. I've done no Christmas shopping. Nobody has anything yet for me. Not that I have the money to buy anybody shit, but I'm about to go earn it through Uber, and so I can buy, a few gifts. Right? I gotta go do that. Um, Tomorrow is Christmas Eve. I should be back tomorrow, and yeah, I don't see why I wouldn't be back tomorrow. I should be back tomorrow, and we'll make it happen. All right.